Hey, storyteller, storytelling run. Well, let's do this video. Okay, paganism. Paganism, as you can see, witches, and it's funny there. Why are so many white women liberals, lefty, the protesters and all that? It's because that's paganism. Paganism is about women think they're in control of things. And look at this. It's just, oh my God. There's a dude down there. Paganism requires this pageantry. I've been reading about it in church history, 6th century. They need pageantry to sell their paganism because it is fantasy. It's make believe. It's made up. They pick and choose which gods or idols they want. They pick and choose the rituals. Well, at least they think they are. They pick and choose how they are being saved or what they are getting given based on what they do. If they abort their children, they'll get a Golden Globe Award. If they do these rituals, they'll get power, empowerment. Oh, I gotta get more coffee. Hold on a sec. I gotta get more coffee for this. Okay, coffee. Pagans have to sell you sexually. Do you think that you would want to? What is she selling you? If you writhe around me, and then you will get rewards. You'd be like, no thanks. So she has to okay, look, I'm sexual now. She has to go for the sex. The pagans have to sell sexuality to get you to do anything, or yeah, basically sexuality. They have to sell you that. Every witch has to do that. Now, the ugly ones will do something else. Obviously, but they got to sell you on something to get to get you to think that they're going to help you in some life cheat. And of course, all paganism is about a life cheat. If you with tarot cards, we're going to tell you what's going to happen in the future, so you can cheat and take the shortcut. And in your psychological mind, you think you have a power now over others because you know what's going to happen. You know you're going to succeed here. And it's just hilarious. And then of course, when you fail, you get angry and violent and your life cheat didn't work. And now you're going crazy and you don't know why. You're blaming others. And when all along it's been you the whole time. So yeah, it's happening, people. So in the role play, and it's happening in the RPG culture, right? They're making all kinds of games like this now. Crazy, seductive, violent, gory, bloody game RPGs. And so it's time, Christians. It's time to be a Christian in the game. In the game, be a Christian, okay? In the game, be a Christian. Okay. So let me just go through a bit of this. Ireland's self-described queer witch. They were total, them. Jeez. It's so hard to keep, grammar's hard enough as it is for them to now. I was thinking of this thing where if they want to force pronouns on you, in some situation where you don't have any power, like a court in California, I guess, I would okay, I want to get everyone's pronouns. I'm going to take okay, what's your pronoun? All right, what's your name? Your pronoun? Okay, your name. I need your pronoun. What's your name? I got to describe you so I can remember. What's your pronoun? Yeah. Okay. Are you sure? Okay. What is it? Okay. My pronouns for the day is Jamala and Vigduga. That's my pronouns. Jamala and Digduga. Okay. That's for the moment until I change it. I mean, that's the, the absurdity of paganism. So here, I want to go to this one. This is the same article. I mean, this is what they found is that there was an Israeli competitor as well, and they were trying to stop her, hate her, and she's praying to her dark demons that this Israeli would not be in the show. But it turns out that the Jewish one received all these popular votes. But I don't even know how the system works. But anyway, the jurors would not vote her to win. So the people in power are creating a narrative that we the people are not following, and supposedly she won a bunch of popular votes, but didn't get in, but barely got in because of the juror votes, and so the freaking Ireland the witch here is crying and they're trying to fight against it, and the winner was a non-binary whatever. I should slow down and really do this correctly. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Let me just do that. The Irish public may not be as on board with this anti-Israel antics of a cultist Eurovision contestant Bambi Thug as the woke establishment could have believed, with Jewish singer Eden Cullen receiving the second most viewer votes of any contestant from the Emerald Isle, so from Ireland. Despite the pop music competition's supposed commitment to political neutrality, pagans are not, yes. The Eurovision Song Contest in Malmo was dominated this year by the conflict between Israel and Hamas, with thousands pouring out onto the streets of the heavily Islamic Swedish city. Wow. A Swedish city that's heavily Islamic. Sweden is like, I thought, a Christian, now it's secularist, but it's a Christian, it has like a Christian church stuff in its constitution, I believe. An anti-Israel contestant such as Ireland's non-binary Bambi Thug attempting to have Israel barred from the contest. Islam is not compatible with the U.S. Constitution. It's not compatible with European constitutions. It's not compatible with freedom. So why we are accepting Islam in these countries is just suicide, which that's what pagans are, suicidal. So, however, while the pro-Hamas contingent was loud, frequently booing Israel's Golan during her performances, the viewing public largely backed the 20-year-old Jewish singer who received 323 votes from the television audience, more than any other performer besides Croatia's Bebe Lasagna. The Russian-Israeli singer also won the rest of the world a vote. However, Eden Golan ultimately wound up in 5th place, having been largely snubbed by the jury members who only awarded her 52 points. Meanwhile, this is funny. Ireland's Baby Thug was carried to a 6th place finish by the jury vote, receiving 142 votes from the jurors after only gaining 136 from the public. In a further embarrassment for the London-based non-binary singer and self-described witch, voters in her native Ireland awarded 10 points to Israel, the second most of any performer. Why are anyone in Ireland even voting for her? What is going on in Ireland? Ireland is like a Catholic and Protestant, very Christian, pro-life. I know they've changed. Why are we Christians allowing the pagans to run the governments? I kind of know why, but why are we allowing that? Why are we allowing them to run the narrative, run these contests, run role-playing games? Why are we allowing that? My answer to that is we're not evangelists anymore. And that's what For the Lord RPG is helping me become more evangelistic. I'm understanding now church history, reading about it to create these games, the settings. I'm realizing that we Christians today are not evangelists in the true sense, and we're not planting churches, and we're letting the pagans run role-playing games. We're letting them run these things, run our entertainment, run our culture with their stupidity, and it's becoming this ridiculous. Look at this guy writhing here in blood, all looking demonic. It's so pathetic. When they get out, they're like, they're just doofballs. The Baby Thug went on to claim that she cried with her team after it was revealed Israel had reached the Eurovision finals. Nevertheless, Ireland's Prime Minister Simon Harris hailed the 6th place finish for Bambi Thug. What the hell is he doing hailing her? He's obviously a left-wing pagan himself, I guess, and abiding by her demands to use they/them pronouns. I want to congratulate Bambi Thug for a stunning performance in Tour de Force at Eurovision 2024. They performed with passion. That is stopped us in our tracks and did us proud. This is the Irish performance. Congratulations to Switzerland on the win, and well done to Sweden for hosting another showstopper. The Muslims are going to come out and kill, this faster than they'll kill Christians. Us Christians are going to persecute, obviously, but they'll take these people out. Try performing this in an Islamic country, man. Good luck with that. Try performing that in Gaza. You're going to be out. You'll be. Following Saturday night's victory over, the world has spoken. The queers are coming. Non-binaries for the effing win. So they're coming for us, right? They're going to be on family shows doing this. And what are we doing as Christians? What are we doing? Now, my contention with Christians, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because it's so ridiculous. It's so pathetic. Look at me. I'm selling my sexuality for my belief of religion and love and tolerance and crap. Anyway, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's still there. Let me just close this. Okay, so what are they doing? They're selling. What are we doing? That's the question. All right, what's the answer? The answer, church. You guys get back to church. Get back to church. But the biggest thing is, what are you doing for the Lord? 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 I don't, being hyperbolic here, I don't care about your faith. I don't care about your theology. I don't care. I don't care how strong your faith is, how caring your faith is. I don't care. What I care, what are you doing for the Lord? That's what I'm really curious about. What are you doing for the Lord? Okay, some of you could just work your butts off, make money, and support the church, and then go to church meetings as deacons and elders and deal with the administrative and the mundanes of the church. The doormen, the food, the volunteers, the child watch. That's fine. Support the church. Help the church. Good. Put money into the church. Fine. If you're that kind of Christian, great. You're doing something for the Lord. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I don't want to know about, your views on theology or anything. Not necessarily. I mean, if you're masturbating to porn, I want to know that because I don't want to have anything to do with learning from you if you are as a man, especially as a married man. If you're a single man, focus on you're getting a wife, dedicating your life to that wife and children and supporting the church. But again, what are you doing for the Lord? Because we need, this is otherwise this. And this is what's happening because we're not doing that much for the Lord, are we? We're kind of going to church and Jesus, I believe in you. I so love you, Jesus. That's all we're doing. We're not doing anything for the Lord. You got to put your neck out. And I'm hoping some of you will get into the halls of governance because I'm not, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing For the Lord RPG. And if you're on my channel and you do role-playing games, hello, start a ministry. Now, why is this a pertinent? Why is For the Lord RPG pertinent? Because everything is that if we do it for the Lord, it doesn't matter what it is. If you enjoy doing it, man, put it out there. Put it out there for the Lord. The reason this one is really, in my view, very good is because it's about evangelism. It's about teaching your kids, about whoever plays in the game, evangelism and church planning and understanding that and relating it to the real world. And I think this is a great little, silver bullet or silver cross or whatever, that in the RPG culture, because we're dying in the RPG culture. We're being silenced as Christians in the RPG culture. Come on. I want to go along to get along. No. It's look how horrible it is. Look at that. It's Eurovision. That's a family show about singing, and the demons are out. And there's no Christian singers. Do we ever have a Christian up there with the cross and evangelizing in the songs? No, we don't. Do we? Barely. We have Christians up there like, I'm a good Christian, but they're not going to sing an evangelistic. They're saying the queers are taking over. Do Christians say the Christians are taking over? No, because we don't want to offend. So there's look, they have just said the queers are taking over. We can, so Christians, we can say the Christians are taking over. Right? Why not? Why can't we? Because we're scared? What are you doing for the Lord? I am doing this. I am being offensive in the RPG culture. I'm not going to be included in the RPG culture. I'm not going to be part of any of the groups in the RPG culture. I don't care. I don't care. I'm too happy. I'm having a great time, and I know why I'm doing it. It's for a bigger thing. I am not going to submit to the pagan culture in the RPG, the pagan RPG culture, or any pagan culture. I'm not going to submit to it. I'm not going to play their reindeer games because they're stupid and they're pathetic and they're mundane and they're just wisps of air. Do something important. Teach your children, teach your friends, have them teach you how to take up the cross for the Lord and then have a good time. I'm freaking have such a fun time. I'm just enjoying this. It's just fulfilling to me. I love it. Every day it's weird. I get to get up every day and and what am I going to do now for the Lord? In the RPG stuff, work on this, work on that. I'm actually frustrated because of all the silly little errands I have to do, like grocery shopping, that keep me from doing this. Anyway, all right, for the Lord, do it for the Lord. Yeah, it's time. So come get the game. The Dark Ages one is free. I'm doing like little business. I'm trying to do a little ministry business with it too, because that really is fun and encouraging. So if you can support it, I've got a couple of sell things on there on my website, and I'm working on Kickstarters and all that. I'm just finishing a Kickstarter right now, and I must do another one at some point here. But follow me, okay? Just because you can start your own ministry with this, literally, for the Lord. As an RPG guy, you could start your own ministry. And I'm at the point where I want contributors and people to take this and run with it. Go have their, and do your own thing. If a pagan steals this game, good luck. You've got 10,000 other games out there to compete with. So what? If a Christian steals this game from me, hey, now there's two of us. Awesome. You know what I mean? Because it's evangelism and church planting. Now, if you don't want to do evangelism and church planting, what I'm saying is I don't care if people steal from me, because I can't you can't copyright the game rules. I can copyright the setting, but it's kind of biblically based, so whatever. And if a Christian, and what's funny is my settings, even in the future, is biblically based and creation science based. So, you'd have to be a hardcore Christian like me to even steal my stuff. And then, okay, fine. If you want to take it and not give me credit and then run off and do your own thing, that's on you. I, as a Christian, hope you would give me credit, but I hope you become successful and own whatever it is you're creating based on this, and create a ministry and teach others about evangelism and creation science and the biblical stuff. So that makes me rich already, and the Lord has provided for me. So I'm, whatever. Anyway, take up the cross. I don't care about your theology. Take up the cross. We can fight about theology later. But of course, I got some basics for me. And if you don't want those basics like creation science, and I'm kind of, I guess I'm a Reformed Calvinist guy, whatever. But, Catholics, Orthodox, I do appreciate. Mormons, Jehovah, no, I don't care about those guys. And I don't even want to go into them. I'm going to ignore them. But, anyway, so, yeah. All right. Game of life. Roll holy dice. Seriously, roll holy dice.